Yeah. Let's check him, motherfuckers. Come on. One day, there was a little man named Mikey. His mom's was a deadbeat, his dad would rob for Nikeys. Mikey knew he could rob whiteys for their bread. He would leave brothers dead and leave the others getting sewn like a thread. Mike had a heart but was crooked at a young age. So sad cause in school he was very smart and knew how to earn a decent wage. At 10 his dad went out in the drive-by, but he got his revenge on the brother. Bye-bye. When he was 15 he was a high school dropout. But with no guidance, no one really seemed to bug out. His mom's grilled him if he didn't give a crack. Mike would get smacked but he loved her, so he would never whack back. He promised at 18 he would buy his mom's a new crib. Gets robbed and start 10 fibs. He killed the dicks. This kid Mike respected, but his robbers realized his lies he was detected. So the very next day, Mike goes out and say the very same lie. But some punks come by to snuff him out, they die. The rival gang realizes Mikey's heroics, they invite him, he ain't them, so he's a piece. If he is as a setup, then he has to blast a punk named Jim. Mike realizes that he has a big grin, cause they say you made it, kid. Mike is a part of the biggest gang in the city, because it's how the PJs raised him. A few months has passed, now he's living large. Mike thinks he's the leader of the gang, likes to take charge. The punk doesn't realize he's 18, about to be 19. The ego has gone to the head of this teen. He still loves his mama, but he makes her do shit. He may not be thick, but makes his mom's a slave. He's becoming a dick, but still, he thinks he's the loving type of son. But anyway, he feels like he can dictate the shit the gang can do today. He needs to relax, he's just a gangbanger, not an OG. The real G wouldn't be acting like this, but he's a fake G. Because remember, Mikey had no one to look up to growing up. Dad killed at 10 and mom's an addict, tough to bring up. His mom's was slowly recovering, still getting over all the suffering. The gang are starting to lose respect in his ass. All they see is someone who deserves the gas. Malicious type shit, so they wanted to make him do something to prove he's worthy. Something that would make him newsworthy, trustworthy, and noteworthy. An evil thing which would separate him from all the gangbang. This thing they had planned would see his demise. They wouldn't care if Mikey would fight out, because they realized Mikey was starting to become grim, because this is how the PJs raised him. And so it was a Tuesday night, there was a fright. You could feel the cold chills flying through the ghetto hill. Mikey prepared the brave task at hand. He was now 19, he doesn't want to die in this wasteland. He goes out and talks to his mom just before he leaves. She tells him how she successfully recovered and don't chill with the thieves. Be a good man and raise your children good and never smoke crack around. He understood. What's sad is that she was blissfully unaware of what he was about to do. He says to his mom thanks, then he went out and shoot. He met up with the gang, they gave him the plan. The plan starts to sound like it was done by a caveman. They want him to kill a person and hustle and steal. This would prove his legitimacy, and if he had muscle and he was real, Mike with no hesitation accepted the fucked up ways. He realized he is a cold-blooded killer, but it never had to be this way. But he loves his mama, so how could it be this way? Maybe chilling with the gangs and taking yay affected his brain, so he goes off and starts his task. Mike has no time to waste, he puts on the mask. He spots a woman around the corner, got the armor just in case everything goes wrong. He grabs her and takes her to the top of the roof. He's strong, he beats her up as his gangsters look right on. He realizes he made it, so he starts raping. The gang members in confusion look at each other, they be confused witnesses. He could hear the screams of sorrow and begs for forgiveness. The woman really thinks what she has done to deserve this. Mike says, shut the fuck up, bitch, before I get out the ghetto, let me unload this. Mike was raping because the ghetto mentality made him fucked in the head, sis. He realized he could be one of the violent crimes of his criminal brothers. Ignorance in the ghetto, never bliss. Mike takes the money and lifts the blanket. So as he takes off this blanket, he starts to look. He looks in the eyes of his own mother. He is now ashamed of himself. He's gonna be sick, oh brother. He raped the only person who really cared for him and gave them love and admiration. He was smothered. He looks back and turned around and looked at his gang. They had a grin. He looked at his hands. He believed he was possessed by a jinn. Very scared. He has no one to confront to at a dark time like this. He remembers when his mom is abused, but she was in a dark place like him. He realizes he is a baby now and he needs a bottle and a kiss, but the only person who loved him hates him. He realizes he's the devil's son, light is dim. The gang mug him, beat him, and then shoot him. They shoot his mother and dump their body in the seas. Remember, never be a part of gangs, they're contagious like fleas. Remember to appreciate your life and love your moms, and then you'll see. If you don't, you'll end up like Mikey. They found his body in his mother's 2 weeks later, buried at the bottom of the sea. Had infinite potential, but now dead at age 19. This is the end, the fin, as I told you how the projects raised him.